So welcome to this live Q&A. A bit too early, 3 minutes too early, because I managed to hit the live button. That was a bit embarrassing, but yeah, we are now live, so that's cool.
One of the many things we'll talk about today is a surprise we have for you. But that's a little bit later.
Yeah, we have a surprise. We have a contest where you can win actually the Blu-ray of this movie. It's a horse movie, but it's really cool. It's actually my debut film as a director for a full-length feature film.
So it's super amazing.
Super cool. So you can win this, and also you can win this hockey powder. It's Norwegian candy. It's really good. And if you're not lucky to win the main prize today, we have a second prize, which is another hockey powder. So
it's a really traditional and actually surprisingly good candy.
Yeah. So let's see. So the thing is, you can ask us questions. We'll stay here for about 1 hour, and you can just ask us questions on the side of the screen. I think it's on this side.
Yeah.
And we'll try to answer most of them. If we don't manage to answer your question, you can comment after the video is done.
Yeah. You can. Right now, you cannot comment. You have to write in the chat on the side. But after we've finished the live session, you can comment and we can try to answer.
Yeah. Hello. Okay. I think we had some problem with the sound recorder. Okay. Can you hear us now?
They should be able to hear us now. No sound.
No. Okay. I think.
Okay. It's just.
Yes, great. I'm actually sweating. I'm so stressed. This is like.
We tried using this external recorder, which we thought it would give a lot better sound, but we don't know what happened.
Sorry. So we'll have to use the internal microphone. Okay, great. Mazda Bass 971, much better. Great. Okay, so back to the questions. We're talking about the lens for 60D. We recommend the fast lens, like 2.f, f2.8. For example, Tamron 24-70. It's probably a bit expensive for some people, maybe.
Yeah.
It's around, how much is it?
I think it's about $800, 7,000-8,000 kroners.
Yeah.
So I would say it's worth it because it's a long time investment.
Yeah.
But it really depends what you mean by starting. I mean, if you're brand new to photography or filmmaking, I honestly think that the easiest would be to start with a kit lens. Yeah. Because of course it's by far it's far from the best lens, but if you're brand new, you get known with to use the camera and use the lens and just try different things.
Yeah. Okay, next question. What do you think about the Sony A7R Mark II? You know, the Sony A7R Mark II is the new Sony A7S, which actually I had two cameras that I really wanted. It was the Panasonic GH4 and the Sony A7S, because both of them are really good. I ended up with a GH4, this camera. It's, I really like it. I think that was the best solution for me. But now, the Sony has made a new camera, Sony A7R Mark II.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And it looks amazing.
Yeah.
It has the image stabilization inside the camera. So you can use whatever lens you want, and you will get the image stabilization inside the lens, inside the camera.
Yeah.
And also the low light and all that stuff. So.
And it's also very good with. It's mostly, I would say, well, maybe it's good for both, but I think it's specialized for photography and especially landscape photography. Like huge pictures with a lot of details, because it got I don't remember how many megapixels, but like a huge amount of megapixels, and it doesn't have the aliasing filter, so you can get easily more array. But for example, landscape photography, it's probably one of the best out there.
Yeah, I think we have to continue quite fast. One guy, Sen Johnson, says A7R2 thoughts shut down after 15 minutes using 4K. Okay. Does that mean that you only can record 15 minutes 4K, or is it something else? No. You can try. You can answer that. Okay. But the thing is, the A7S, the A7R Mark II is going to be really expensive. I choose the GH4 because it's relatively cheap. Together with a speed booster and a Sigma lens, I think that's the only thing I need, and yeah, I think that's the best I could get for the amount of money it costs. But of course, A7R Mark II, if you have the money, it's probably going to be great.
For filmmaking, I would probably go for the A7S instead, at least currently, and the A7S Mark II is maybe around the corner, so we'll see.
Yeah. Okay, so there's a guy, he's called Barrig2503. That's also a really special name. Also his PIN code for his credit card. Maybe.
Yeah.
He says, what do you think about the new Vlog to the GH4? The thing is, I haven't tested it yet, but I heard that Panasonic are going to release a camera called Panasonic GH4R with the Vlog. And you can also buy the Vlog now. I think it's $99, and you will get 2 more stops of dynamic range. So it's really exciting. I will definitely buy it. And also on Monday, I will actually meet a guy who will show me the Vlog and the new Panasonic camera. I think the new Panasonic GH4R costs only $1,200. So it's a bit less expensive than the GH4, which doesn't has the Vlog. So yeah, that's my opinion on that.
Yes.
Okay, there's a lot of questions coming in, so we just have to finish up. Mazda Base 971, don't be such a fruitcake. What? Okay, you're probably referring to Eskild. It's a bit fruitcake. So.
I thought it was more chocolate cake. But
yeah. Okay. Rebased. Why don't you use Canon lenses anymore? We use Canon lenses.
We do.
We still have the Tamron. No, that's a Tamron.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, I can explain because Anders used to have the 24 to 70 to 8, which was the Canon version, which was fast but did not have an image stabilizer, and I used to have the 24 to 105, which did have an image stabilizer but was not as fast. And then the Tamron lens came, which has both the zoom and the image stabilizer and the wide aperture.
Yeah.
So if you ask us, it's better than the Canon version.
Yeah, we think so. Especially for movie making.
Yeah.
Okay. Film news report. He asked a question. I have 2 questions. Do you have a good story you want to share on Film News Report, and did you get my email or message about YouTube Film Festival? Film News Report. Have you got this mail?
I don't think so.
Yeah, we will check it. We will check it and answer if we got it. I can't remember, sorry. And also, we get so many mails and questions that it's really hard for us to get enough time to answer all of them. So I feel really sorry that I haven't been able to answer all the questions. But yeah, I have to hire a secretary or something.
Any volunteers?
Yeah. Denny Lindgren, why doesn't Eskild have a beard? Because I have a beard and we can't be the same.
Obviously.
Or is this a beard?
It's small beard, I think.
Yeah. It's fur. When I got the beard the first time, I if I removed it, I looked 16 years old. So I had kept it for 6 years or something. So yeah, I think it'll stay there for.
But there's like an event every year in Norway, which is called Adventsbart, a Christmas mustache. So maybe I'll save to a mustache during Christmas. We'll see.
Nice. Okay, Sen Johnson, are you in Sweden? No, we are in Norway, and we are in my apartment. You probably recognize the background from earlier videos on YouTube. The lamp and the books and stuff like that. So this is the place where I usually record our videos. So
med tanke på at vi er norske, så hadde det vært litt rart om vi var i Sverige akkurat nå.
Ja, helt enig.
Just so that's said.
Okay, next question. Sen Johnson, are you planning to buy a drone? No. We now have some friends that has a drone, so I think we're going to celebrate 100,000 subscribers soon, and we have a plan for an action movie with a drone. Yeah. So I just hope we can involve that guy with a drone. And,
I feel that the current drones are they're getting extremely good, but the good ones are still pretty expensive. And when we already know people that owns a good drone, instead of buying one of our own, we can just use his.
Yeah. Okay. Julia Stancevic. I'm not sure how to say that name, sorry, but it's Julia. What can I do if I don't have a Steadicam and I don't want to use warp stabilizer in Premiere?
Tripod.
No, it's a common problem for new beginners or filmmakers that they don't use the stabilizer or a Steadicam or anything like that. They just shoot handheld with a lens without image stabilization. And then you will get wobbly footage, and you try to stabilize in Premiere, but it still looks wobbly and doesn't look good. That's a common problem, and it will not look good in any videos. So,
I would say that both Anders and I almost exclusively use lenses with a built-in image stabilizer. And then you can just hold the camera in your hands, and it will still be pretty steady. And most of the time you don't have to use any kind of warp stabilizer or rig. You can just use your hands.
So the problem with the shoulder rig, for example, is that you get less movement. It's not that practical with a shoulder rig. For example, I have the Sigma 18-35mm lens with aperture 1.8, and I use it almost every time I film. And I film mostly handheld, actually. So then I use my shoulder rig. And this shoulder rig is really small, it's affordable, and it's practical. It's quite small, so you can move quickly around, and still you will get quite stabilized video. So it's.
I've made a review of this very rig. Just go on YouTube later and search for rig review, and it will come up.
Yeah.
And it's pretty good.
Yeah. Okay, so Adrian's Kulich or something. Sorry, so I'm really bad at names. I can only say proper names from Norway and England, or you say, he asks which DSLR I need to buy first. It depends on how much money you want to spend. If you want to spend less money, and that's what mostly people prefer, I would actually try to find a Canon 550D or Canon T2i, which is called in America, a used one, and buy it, because it's getting old now, but it still has the same video quality as the newer 600D,
700D, 100D.
They haven't improved the video quality actually, so it's just
like tiny.
Yeah, it doesn't have all the features like the. I don't remember, but I don't think it has the flip screen. That's one of the things that is not that good with that camera. But if you want to spend as less money as possible on a DSLR camera, I would buy the Canon 550D.
Yeah.
So yeah.
That's pretty much, I agree to that, because if you're totally new, you should not spend a lot of money on the most expensive equipment, because you should start with something easy and get to know the equipment, and then you can advance gradually.
Yeah.
You can't start with a red Epic camera and shoot the full feature film.
You can, but it's hard.
Yeah.
Okay, so lot of questions. I can see that there's a lot of people asking about vlogging. What camera they should use for vlogging. Me and Eskild, we don't vlog that much, but you had a camera that was good for vlogging.
Yeah. Also, right now we're just using the web camera inside the Mac with a lamp on our faces, and it's not that bad actually. I think it works. For a vlog, the most important thing is to see your face and that they hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
But if you want to have even better quality, you can invest in a Sony RX100 camera. For example, either the first version or the Mark III. And the Mark III has a flippable screen, so you can film and watch yourself at the same time with autofocus and good sound and everything.
Yeah. You made a video on your channel about that camera?
I made a review of that as well. And Anders and I have actually made a short series which is called YouTube School, or YouTube Skolen. We talk Norwegian in that video, where we go step by step on how you can improve the quality of your videos.
Yeah, and he said, as he said, it's in Norwegian, but they texted it with English subtitles, so you can check it out. It's YouTube Skolen. Yeah, I think I can...
Maybe you can show it on the screen?
Yeah, I can show it on screen. Let's see. We actually... Okay, so this is the first time we do this advanced advanced Q&A. It started a bit bad, but I want to test one other thing, and that's to show my screen and see if we can actually share the screen. Let's see. I need to find...
But the good thing about it not starting totally perfect is that they know it's live.
Yeah, so it's not recorded.
Yeah.
So we're just guessing what they're asking about.
Yeah, so it feels authentic.
Okay, let's see. If I press here now.
Yeah, there you can see it.
Yeah. I hope you can see it now. I don't know if you see it, but yeah. It's called the YouTube School. You can search for it, and we have 5 episodes. The first one is about camera. Second one is about sound. Third one is about... No, the second one is about lighting.
Lighting?
Yeah. Sound, editing, and stuff like that. So, check it out. You see, I just have to get back. Okay, I think... No. There we go.
Yes.
Okay. So, we are back, and I hope you can hear us still, even though I pressed a button. Okay.
Advice.
Sorry, we don't see the questions. I just have to minimize the screen.
I saw something about advice on filming in public.
Okay, let's see.
If you go a little up.
A little bit up.
Okay. Hey, Kieran. I don't know how to pronounce that. Probably.
Hey, Kieran.
Advice for filming in public. Also, any advice for people starting with vlogs and short films? Okay, the 2 last questions I feel we pretty much covered. When you say filming in public, I'm not exactly sure exactly what you mean. But a common problem when you're filming, for example, on the street, is that the sound is really messy because there's a lot of noise and people everywhere. So what you should do is use a lavalier microphone, which you just attach to your shirt, and then the sound is being recorded in like a sphere. So almost just this sphere of sound is getting recorded. You hear some background noise, but not as bad.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Next question. Oddbjørn Litlabø. Hello, you sound Norwegian, so yeah, I guess you are. What's the most important thing to think about if you want to create a cinematic look with DSLR? That's a question we get a lot, and there's several things.
Yeah, there's not like one definite answer. Like for once, you have to have good lighting.
You know, this is captured with a web camera. You know, it's not the best resolution and it's live, so it's quite crappy. But
yeah, the camera we're using is far from as good as a DSLR.
Yeah.
But it still looks relatively good.
Yeah.
Because we're using a real studio lamp on this side of our face, and also have a little lamp coming from behind.
You can show,
which you can see there.
There. Yeah.
So we get a little backlight and on the front of our faces.
Yeah.
So I would say that's the first and foremost thing.
Okay, there's one commenting. This one person here is really angry. It's a lot of devil heads. Vloggig. What's that?
It's just
vloggig.
It's just typing vlog with a million O's and G's.
It's.
I think he wants us to vlog.
Yeah. Okay.
Hello, bloggen. That's maybe.
The thing we actually talked about making a vlog or another YouTube channel with where we just vlog and put up things we do, and the thing is that we really like to do things perfect. We are a bit.
We're perfectionists.
Yeah. And that's why I started to sweat when we started this live Q&A, because the problem with the sound and all that stuff. If we start vlogging, I think we'll just use too much time fixing every video, and if you ask me, I've tried to vlog a little, but I'm always concerned that what I'm talking about isn't that interesting. Like, I always think it's interesting to show something new, like a camera or editing software or something like that. And I'm afraid that if it's just me talking into the camera, that would be boring, but maybe I'm wrong. Okay. But we use Facebook and YouTube, and I also use a little Instagram to keep publish updates and small news in my life. Yeah. Okay, so I just have to mention once again, for you who just arrived now in the Q&A, we have a contest. You can win the extremely well-made feature film Til siste hinder. It's to the last obstacle, if you translate it. You can win this one with a signature if you want. And we're not that famous, but if you want. And also this Norwegian candy.
Hockeypulver!
Hockey powder is really good. So there's a competition, and we're going to reveal it in about 6 minutes, 8:30 in Norway. And the first one to answer the right answer will win it. Yes. Okay. So we have answered a lot of questions. We'll still do that, but we have to mention one thing about your video, Eskild, or our video on your channel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's story time. Okay. One recent event which just happened to Anders and I is that, as you may remember, over a year ago we made a video about the Norwegian and Danish language, and that Norway became independent from Denmark, and how the Danish language came to be. And it got pretty popular on YouTube. It now has almost 200,000 views. But suddenly, a few weeks ago, someone told me about it. Hey, we saw your video on Facebook. And first I thought someone had just shared it, but I found out that someone had actually downloaded our video from YouTube and then uploaded it to their Facebook page. Yeah. And they had even edited away the ending. Yeah. So an essential part of the ending was gone, and the credits for Anders and I were also gone. Um, and we were really furious because someone had stolen our video and it was shown in really bad quality, and we told him several times that please cancel, delete your video, we don't like it, but he just wouldn't listen. So it ended up becoming a pretty big case, and it attracted a lot of media.
Yeah. So, for example, you mentioned how many views you got?
Yeah.
Because,
as I said, he uploaded it to his Facebook, and in one weekend, during the weekend, it got over 1.1 million views.
yeah.
So it totally got viral in Denmark.
Yeah. So yeah, I can. Okay, let's try to share the screen again. There we go.
One of Norway's biggest newspaper, Aftenposten.
Aftenposten. Yeah. Here it is. Yeah.
Scroll down. Yeah. And they wrote about this case.
So it's cool.
And several other newspapers and even Danish newspapers were writing about this film.
Yeah. So, but it's nice that it got a lot of attention, but it was done in the wrong way.
Yeah.
And this is really typical. It's quite common that people copy videos and upload. So, yeah, it's quite common. It's difficult to stop the problem.
Yeah. I mean, anyone can see our videos for free on YouTube already. So why not just see it there? And it's in full quality.
Yeah. Oh,
yes?
Yes, one more question before the contest. Okay, so let's see. Okay, see, video. Okay, there's a lot of comments. I don't see that all questions. Okay. KGB Comrade 1. Any thoughts about Aperture DEC after you use it? Yeah, the Aperture DEC is, let's see, I think I have it here. No. Aperture DEC, I made a video about it. It's a wireless follow focus lens adapter.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, you can focus wireless, and it costs around $360, I think. Yeah, and yeah, you can wirelessly control your camera. Like you can record, adjust the aperture, you can adjust the focus, and it's really practical, especially if you have a shoulder rig or if you are standing far away and you can't touch the camera. So I really enjoy it. The negative thing about it is that it's an adapter. You have to either buy an adapter for Canon lenses, full frame or APS-C lenses, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or Nikon lenses to MTF. Yeah, so, so you have to use full frame lenses or APS-C lenses on a crop camera like the GH4, and you don't have a speed booster which will prevent all the cropping. So for example, a 50mm full frame lens with this adapter, because you have to use the adapter, and MTF Panasonic GH4 for example, it will be a 100mm.
Yeah.
But I explain this more in the video, so you can just check it out on the YouTube channel about the DAC, Aperture DAC. Yeah. Okay, so the contest.
Yes.
Okay, I had some problem with the sound earlier today in this live Q&A, so I will not do the contest we were supposed to do, but I think I found a new one.
Okay.
So the contest where you can win this Blu-ray or DVD you can choose of this feature film, horse film. Yeah, the first one to answer the right answer will get it. And
the right answer
with the hockey powder.
Hockey powder.
So it's candy. So the question is, there's a guy. He's making music for our movies. He's really talented. And his name is Thomas Leipold. The question is, he has several videos on his channel with his music. Which one has the most views? So which video on Thomas Leipold's, the composer for our videos, on his channel, which video has the most views? Write it down in the comments or in the chat. The first one to answer right will win the DVD. So check his YouTube channel really fast, and yeah, you can win.
Not only a DVD, but a Blu-ray.
Yeah.
1080p.
The Blu-ray is quite new, actually. Or no?
I wonder if there's ever going to be like a 4K disc. Probably not. Just going to go with the streaming now, like Netflix.
I think so. Yeah.
I think Netflix has a few series that's 4K, like what's it called again? House of Cards. I think so.
Okay, so there's actually a guy who commented. A guy or a girl, I don't know. Is this right? It's the one with the most views? Yeah. Are you sure? Okay, we have like the composer sitting here, just to check that it's the right answer. There was one guy who said the last video, but you have to give us the title of the video. I think this guy, Denny Lindgren, you answered the Andyax soundtrack, and that's right. Yay! Woo! Denny Lindgren, that was really quick.
Yeah.
Really impressed about that. So congratulations, you won the coming. It's called Coming Home in English, but this is Norwegian Blu-ray. It's with English subtitles, and I think maybe Swedish as well. No, it's Norwegian and English. Yeah. You will receive this in your email. Not in the email, in your mail.
It's the ultimate collector's edition.
Yeah.
Since it's from the director personally.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
This is the. Also, you will win this one. You won this one.
Yeah. If you don't know what hockey powder is, if you give it to me, Anders.
Yeah.
This is a Norwegian candy. I think. As long as I've lived, this has existed, so I feel it's pretty traditional, but it's kind of weird actually. But when you take off the lid, I won't do it now, but you take off the lid, and then it's the powder inside, and then you lick it like this. So that's how you eat it. Like, so you don't share it with anyone unless it's your partner or something.
So, congratulations. The thing is, I said in the beginning of the video that we have a second prize, and that's another one of this. So we have two.
Yeah.
So if you really want to win this one, we have a new question.
Yeah.
But the thing is, what was that question again?
If anyone can guess what my new camera is.
Yeah. Okay, you have to guess Eskild's new camera because he lost his
okay.
one.
The story is that I've had my camera equipment, my Canon 5D Mark III and lenses and the Sony RX100 for several years, and I've been really satisfied with it. And one day it got stolen. So I basically lost all my equipment immediately. So, after looking for it for a week or two, I find out that I had to buy new equipment.
Yeah.
So
don't reveal.
I won't reveal it yet.
No.
But you'll see.
Okay, let's see what people have answered. KDKHD said, "I really want to win it. I really want to win the hockey powder. It's really good."
But why? You have to.
And he wrote Sony A7S. That's a good answer. Likey Ueda. Hello, Likey. I remember you from Facebook. GH4. You asked. That's a good answer. 5D is one guy said. Sony A7S, Canon 5D, A7S, Blackmagic, Sony A7R2.
Canon EOS
A lot of different cameras. And we can reveal.
Don't say it. We should wait a little more.
Just wait a little bit. Okay, but that's you have some good answers. You can try to guess more.
Pretty good guesses.
And we will reveal, and you can win the hockey powder. But first, we have to do a couple more questions because there's a lot of them. Smart Feed HD. I remember your name actually. I've seen it before. Hi. Whose software are you using to stream? I've asked 5 times. Sorry.
Who software?
Who software? Yeah,
He said who software.
Yeah, it's good.
His name is Dennis.
You know it?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, the software you're using, I did this today. I tried to figure out how to use my GH4 to stream. Now we're using the webcam because I didn't figure out how to use the GH4. It's too hard. So I figured out that I could use the web camera and just do some lighting and try to connect to my sound recorder.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it didn't work.
We tried this first, but for some reason it didn't work.
Yeah. So yeah, the thing is, I downloaded a software called OBS. OBS. That's the software I'm using, where you can connect different stuff, external recorders. You can show the screen to the viewers and stuff like that. It's really easy and it's free.
Yeah.
OBS. The full name is. How do you see the full name? Because it's more than OBS.
Isn't it open broadcast software?
Is it?
I think so.
Okay, yeah.
You can use it to record your screen live as well.
Yeah. So I recommend that one. And then you just connect it to your YouTube streaming, and then it will work. Okay, should we reveal? Oh, one more question.
Yeah.
There's a lot of answers. Okay. Sam Johnson again. Do you dream to go to Hollywood to make a big movie? Actually, not. I'm not dreaming about that. And you?
Well, if I were asked if to go to Hollywood to direct or star in a Hollywood movie,
yeah,
I would totally do it. I mean, that sounds awesome.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't say it's my dream. I think
if someone asked me, I would be really afraid. So like, if you have a big budget movie and maybe $10 million, and if it flops, it's.
But there's a lot of Norwegian directors who has made it to Hollywood.
Yeah.
And I think even though if you flop, it's pretty good that you even got that far.
Yeah.
So
that's good. But I think I really like the Norwegian nature, and I like filming outside, as you probably have seen in a lot of the videos, inside the forest and stuff like that. It's quite mystical, and my dream is to make a new feature film in Norway, where I've written the whole script, and it's more like a science fiction, mystical movie.
Yeah, and I also think it's worth mentioning that I think for a lot of filmmakers that grew up in our time, how you can live off by film or photo has changed a lot.
Yeah.
Like when we started with YouTube in 2005 or something, it was just like a toy. It was totally just random videos. But now it's become such a huge business, and you can totally live full time making YouTube videos and earn good money.
Yeah.
So there's so many more options you can do now.
But there's instead of first I want to do something else and making a feature film. You know, I make some YouTube videos and I do other like commercials, and I'm working on 2 documentaries now that will be released in the end of the year. But also I want to start a new company to make a really special type of video, and I will grab something now and you will see what I mean. It's really cool.
You've probably seen some of it already. It's a pretty, or actually it's not the technology isn't that new at all, but it's in the recent years that it's been caught up with the main with the majority of the people.
So this is a VR headset. It's a Samsung Gear VR. It's like the Oculus Rift, but it's you can use your Samsung S6 and connect it to the VR headset, and you can look around in a 3D 360 world. like how you are looking now actually.
I think you can use it for pretty much any smartphone, but it works best with the Samsung S6. Isn't that right?
Yeah. No. This is for the Samsung S6
Only.
only.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I've seen some versions that work with almost any kind of smartphone.
Okay. I think it's a cardboard box.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe.
You can buy. It's a small VR headset. It's called cardboard box. I think Google made it, and you can attach your any phones, iPhone or Android, and try it out. I think the cardboard box only costs $20. It's just made of cardboard. So.
It's really awesome.
So the thing is, I want to make a company that produces 3D 360 videos. So you capture the whole 360 degree and the 180 degree, the whole surrounding. You capture it at once, and then you connect everything and you put it in the VR glasses, and then you can look around inside the movie. And that's just crazy.
Yeah.
That's the new.
Imagine being in the middle of a huge battle with soldiers just like running around you and dragons and arrows, and you can see everything, every angle.
So there's gyro.
That's the future.
What was it called? The sensors inside here. So
the gyro.
Gyro. It detects your movement. So when you just move your head, it will move inside the movie as well. So it's just like looking around in a movie. So it's really exciting. I heard that Nokia is going to release the camera, Nokia Ozo, OZO, and actually I have to show you. It's so cool.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I just have to. Let's see. I was really surprised that Nokia actually was going to make this camera, because they've been making cell phones for the last 20 years.
But Nokia has always made the best camera phones, so it kind of makes sense, I guess.
Yeah. Let's see, I can share the screen.
Welcome to the future!
So this is the Nokia Ozo, or Ozo. It has 8, I think it's 8 lenses surrounding. It's like a ball with 8 lenses. And it captures video simultaneously. And it has 360 degree video and sound, and it's going to be crazy. I'm so excited about this. It's probably going to be a bit expensive, but I think I will try it out.
Yeah, Nokia. If anyone from Nokia is watching this, you should totally send an example to us so we can make an awesome film of it.
Yeah.
Or any of you should buy it and give it to us. Okay, is it time to reveal my camera?
Okay, it's time to reveal the camera. So there was one person who guessed GH4, there was one person guessing A7S, and one person guessing
5D, just said 5D.
5D, yeah.
One said EOS M.
Yeah. And I know there's a winner. I have seen the right answer. Let's see if I can find it. There's a lot of comments here. Oh, where did that comment go? There it is. Okay.
Okay.
Reveal the camera. Show the camera. Don't tell.
Okay.
Show it first.
My new camera is. Ta-da!
Ta-da! It's a Sony A7S. Congratulations, KDKHD. KDKHD. It's yeah. So it's Eskild's choice. I think you started to fall in love with Sony.
Yeah. It actually, like, I have. It's actually totally coincidental, or pretty coincidental, because I have a Sony phone, and I actually have a Sony smartwatch, and now I also have a Sony camera.
Yeah.
So It's not because I'm a Sony fanboy or that I'm sponsored by Sony or anything, but I honestly think they've made a lot of good products lately. I remember a couple of years ago, I thought Sony cameras were actually pretty lame, especially compared to Canon. But in the recent years, they've been making some really impressive and inventive products.
Yeah. You've been in Japan, right?
Several times.
Yeah. That's maybe also a little bit of the reason.
Yeah, but Canon is also from Japan.
Yeah, right. Okay. Okay, so congratulations, KD.
You win the hockey powder!
The hockey powder. I just hope you're not from Norway, because then you have tasted it before. And you can comment KDKHD if you want us to lick it a little bit before we send it to you. You can do that if you want to.
And then you can use our DNA to clone us in the future. But you should upgrade from KDHD to KD4K.
Yes. Okay, let's see. Are you from Switzerland? That's great. Okay, more questions. We still have time.
I think this one is pretty interesting. Oddbjørn Litlabø. What lighting equipment do you recommend? Difficult to find something on budget in Norway.
Yeah.
I think that is a really good question because in Norway, if you buy things in the store, it's really expensive. Really expensive. It's like 10 times the price.
Yeah.
So you should not buy film gear in like Photo Video or Japan Photo. I'm sorry for saying, but we order most of our stuff from eBay. You can buy kits with like 3 or 4 lamps at the same time with included tripods and umbrellas and everything.
Yeah, eBay or Amazon.
Or Amazon.
Because eBay sometimes has products that are not original, or they are not that good that it sounds like. But
yeah, you don't have to be eBay, but
no,
the internet generally.
Yeah.
And you can get some really good deals there.
Yeah, and I also noticed that Aperture has a lot of good light lamps, and for an affordable price. So if you haven't seen, you can check out the latest video I made with a Lightstorm, Aperture Lightstorm LS1S. We're using it right now, and it's even though it's a LED, it produces real natural daylight. So it's not like the cheap ones with a green light or a purple light. It's quite naturalistic.
Natural lighting.
Natural lighting, yeah.
And you can adjust the white balance and everything.
Yeah. Okay, let's see. Any more questions? Crash time warp. That sounds like.
That sounds like a science fiction film.
Yeah. Do you know Jess Pietela? No?
Is he Norwegian?
Yeah.
Are we supposed to know him? Is he like famous or something? Fjantommen 64.
What was that? Yeah.
It's right there. Any thoughts of Sweden? Probably my least favorite country. No, just kidding. Sweden is awesome. We Norwegians go to Sweden all the time because there's so many good and inexpensive products there.
Yeah. And for those of you who doesn't know what...
And Swedish girls are awesome.
For those of you who doesn't know what Sweden is, it's a country, and it's not the capital of Norway, it's the neighbor country. And that's the country that produces Volvo, the car. It's a really great car, I love it. And
Minecraft,
Spotify, not Call of Duty, but what is it called?
No,
Battlefield, the game. They have Angry Birds, I think it's from Sweden, or
is that Finland?
Yeah, Finland, Sweden.
Rovio?
Yeah. And what's from Norway? Nothing. Except us. Oh, that's good. Yeah, well, we are from Norway. No, we have cheese hovel.
Yeah, and the paper clip. That's the Norwegian thing.
And we had the competitor of Spotify.
Yeah, we used to have Win,
Win.
which is no title.
Okay, Pep TV. Hello. Why is the Rode Smart Lab more expensive than the Smart Lab Plus? I think the Smart Lab Plus is meant for mobile phones because it has, if you see the I would say the pin or something, you know, the end of the cable, it has 3 lines.
The mini jack connector.
That's because you have to use it for your phone. That's the one I made a video about because I want to use my phone to record audio. The Rode Smart Lab without the Plus, I think it's a bit better quality, and it's not meant for a phone. It's meant for camera or sound equipment. That's just my guess, but I think that's the right answer. You should just double check. Yeah.
That sounds right.
Yeah. Okay. EJKG. Do you recommend any good ND filters, please? The thing is, ND filter is really nice to lower the to
make the image
darker without needing to adjust up the aperture and changing the shutter speed. It's a bit complicated, this thing. But if you watch the video I uploaded called filming in bright sunlight, I explain it more. To achieve the film look outside, you need the ND filter when it's sunny. And I do recommend one ND filter. I can show you. Because you have different strengths. Some NDs are called ND 0.3 or 0.6, 0.9, and so on. Depends on how strong they are. Instead of having several NDs, you can buy a variable ND. So this is...
maybe you can show it on the camera, on how you can change the...
Yeah. So this is the variable ND. It's called Lightcraft. Lightcraft Rapid ND. So when you turn this one, you can see it gets darker. So it's really practical to just add this to your lens, and when you're filming in bright sunlight, you can just twist this and adjust the light.
Because sometimes it's too bright for your camera, and like the Sony A7S, I'm not sure if you know too much about this camera, but it has codec which is called the S-Log, which gives you a lot more dynamic range when you're filming, but it also, by some reason, it's minimum ISO 3200. And then you have to use an ND filter if you're filming outside.
Yeah. Okay, Leon Cremonini. Sorry, I'm really bad at names. Leon Cremonini. Which tripod do you recommend? Okay, that's a good question. We haven't got that question before, I think. We use tripods, I don't know. It depends on the production. Usually if it's higher budget production where you have time on set to put up the camera, and also maybe for interviews and stuff like that, we use the tripod. And there's one, it's not that expensive, and I really like it because you can take off the head and stuff like that. I think we had it. Yeah, I just get it. One second.
Because you have really cheap ones as well. We tried using a really cheap one to attach the external microphone, but it didn't work. So, this one is really good.
Yeah, I think a lot of people have bought it because it's small. It's
lightweight.
It's lightweighted. Okay, so it's called Benro A2573F. Yeah.
It just rolls off your tongue.
So
why do so many products have so weird names?
Yeah, I don't know. So this is it's lightweighted. It's small. You can you have of course the tilt, which is which has I don't know what it's called, but you can see it automatically goes back to the center, so it will give you smoother tilts. And you have, of course, you have a pan actually. Oh, that's great.
And you have the quick release.
Quick release
So you
on
can
top.
quickly take it off.
Yeah. And also you can, which is my favorite, twist off the head.
We will write the name of the tripod in the comment section so you can see it.
So then you may ask, why take off the head? And the reason for that is because then you can use the slider, like the, what was it called again? Is it the aperture slider? Yeah, I showed. I have a slider.
Yeah,
Yeah. So it's a slider. It's a long long tripod or something. I don't know what you can call it. And you can slide the camera so it gets really smooth movements.
It looks like a dolly slide.
Yeah. So you just attach the slider on top here, and then you attach this one on the slider. Then you can move the camera while sliding.
There's one commenting that it's camera.
It's camera. Thanks, Alex. Alex94. Thanks.
The people watching know more than us. That's good, dude. That you pay attention.
Sen Johnson, you're really active. I like it. You ask, have you been commissioned to do those 2 documentaries, or will you make them and try to sell them or get on TV? Okay, so what I mentioned earlier today on this live Q&A is that I'm making 2 documentaries, and both of them was now actually sold to NRK, which is one of the biggest TV channels in Norway.
Yeah.
And I was actually, both of them I was asked to make. It was a producer I worked with, and he asked me, Anders, I have an idea. Do you want to make this movie? And so I was lucky, I was asked, and I said yes. So one of them is about a guy who makes a skateboard film out of sand and water that freezes. So it's in the northern Norway, and he's actually skating on the beaches because they freeze when it's cold, and the sand gets hard as concrete. And that's the one movie. I'm like not behind the scenes, but it's a documentary about him and how he managed to make that movie, because it's really hard to make that movie. And the second one is about the guy who climbs Mount Everest, and suddenly the earthquake that happened earlier this year started when he was on the mountain, and he filmed or captured the people like running around. Oh shit! So he got a lot of interesting footage. So that's the other documentary, and I will post links to the films on my Facebook channel, Andyax Productions, so you can see it on the internet later. We will upload it on Vimeo or something, so you can rent it. Yeah.
There has been a lot of questions regarding how we get inspired, or tips on how to write movies, and how we get our ideas.
Yeah.
That's kind of a hard question to answer.
Yeah. You know, ideas can just pop up suddenly. Usually, if we want to make a YouTube video, for example, a short film, we maybe have seen a good location and think, oh, we have to make a movie at that location,
for example.
So we just go there, and the imagination start to work, because we are there looking around, looking for angles, and like, oh, it was so cool if we just ran over there, and maybe a helicopter over there, and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, that's basically how the Invisible Gun 4 happened.
Yeah. Invisible Gun 4 was just an improvised movie.
We basically just took the camera and went out in the woods, and we just started filming and doing whatever came to our mind.
Yeah.
But I can say one thing I've learned when it comes to getting inspired. For example, if you're writing something, writing a story, if you feel uninspired, for me, it does not help just to sit there and force myself to be inspired. I have to go out and experience things, like walk in a park, or travel abroad, or maybe just go for a walk and talk with new people. Things like this, experience things in real life, and watching films. All these things gives you inspiration. You have to seek inspiration. It will not come to you just by itself, or just then. That's really rare, at least.
And I get a lot of inspiration by listening to film music. So if you go into Thomas Leipold's YouTube channel, listen to his music, you will definitely get some ideas for a new movie.
Also, whenever we have ideas, we like to talk to each other and exchange what we think, and it's a creative process.
It's I'm so happy that I met Eskild, because then we can like work together, and because it's so important to have a friend to like throw ideas to, and you get feedback, and you get so much more inspiration by working together with someone. If you don't have anyone near your where you are living that wants to make films with you, you should go on the internet and search for maybe
there's a lot of forums, where they talk. There's YouTube has a great community where you can talk with people. I know Reddit has a lot of subreddits with different topics. So,
and also just I don't know. Find this. Usually there's I don't know what say in Norway, say fotoklubb, also
a photo club, film club.
Yes, maybe some people in your town has a photo club, or and you can just go there, and maybe there's some people there that you don't know, but you meet them and they want to make films with you, and so that's
Peder Movie. Hei, jeg kjempefan. Please svar. Hallo!
Hei, Peder Movie. Takk for kommentaren, Peder Movie. Jeg regner med at du er norsk, siden du skriver på norsk. Okay, I just have to answer Eirik Martinsen. How long education do you guys have after high school? You guys are inspiration to me. Really happy that we are inspiration. That means a lot. And then that's also why we make these videos. Actually, we had really, not many years education after high school. Because that's high school is ungdomsskolen.
I'm not sure actually. In Norway, we have youth school, and then we have the school after that, which is videregående, which you are finished with when you're 18, and then you go on to like universities or what you might call college.
I think he means that, university or college. None of us did it just right after we finished school. But I was 1 year in Lofoten, northern Norway, on what is it called?
Nordic film.
No, it's called in English. I don't remember the English name. It's Nordland College of Art and Film. 1 year there. It was amazing. If you are in Norway, you want to become a filmmaker, I really recommend go into kunstfilm.no and check out the school.
So to become director of a feature film, you only need 1 year.
Yes.
I actually studied psychology after school because for a while I've considered becoming a psychologist or a psychiatrist. But I decided to follow my passion and go with film instead. So actually I don't have any prior education with film or photo, but I worked a lot with it and cooperated a lot with Anders. And the most important thing is to really love what you're doing and keep working with it, because it will take several years before you start getting good at it.
You know, I learned a lot of good tips and stuff at the film school, but mostly I learned by just go out and film and try to actually. You have to don't be afraid of failing. Just try, and the more you film, the better you get. You learn all the time. So.
It's like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Don't be afraid to fail.
Yes.
He says it in a famous speech. You should check it out.
Okay. NF Prod. I just have to. NF Prod and FP asked, was the teacher good or var læreren flinke? Yes. They are from the business. They come in like guest teachers and they learn, teach you stuff for a couple of weeks, and then there's a new person from the business that comes and learns stuff. So that's how I met woman who asked me to direct a feature film. So, yes. Okay, I'm getting it's getting warm in here. Marki, what's your name? Anders?
Eskild.
Anders Eskild. What is your favorite movie, both of you? Roland films, ask that. Just quick, one movie. There's so many good, but I would say the one that like made me
Made you feel
is this movie. No, I just kidding. No, it's The Land Before Time. That's my.
Lillefot og vennene hans.
I don't know if it's still my favorite movie, but overall, it's the best movie I've seen because I was young and it was so good. Every time I hear the soundtrack, I almost start to cry. And no, we are not gay. We are not together. We have both girlfriends. Sorry. No, not Eskild actually.
Yeah.
No.
Men my favorite film is The Matrix, and I think it's been that way forever after I saw it for the first time. And not only is it an amazing film with a really deep and engaging story, but it was also really revolutionary when it came out with all the special effects and everything.
Yeah.
So if you ask me, it's one of the most perfect films.
I also really like it.
But there's a lot of other films which I also love, so it's difficult to pick one.
Okay, there's a guy, Peder Movie again. He's asked, can you have a meetup soon? We haven't had that before. If there's anyone that are viewing now that want to meet us in Oslo soon, just comment so we can see how many it is. I'm afraid that if we write on Facebook or YouTube that we're going to have a meetup in Oslo, and there's only one guy coming, that's still exciting, but it's it would be.
It would be cool for that guy or girl.
And us, of course. Rice or Rice or Ricey or he asked, what's your thought?
Thought process.
What's your thought process when filming a clip?
I think we both, when we're filming, we imagine how it would look like in the finished product.
Yeah. And also, I recommend when you are trying to find an angle, just try with your camera. Try different zoom in, zoom out, make a little movement with the camera. Try to figure out what kind of angle or movement that would fit the scene. Usually, people make a storyboard before they go out. That's like a professional way to do it. But if you don't do it and you're on set, try a bit different angles, and you'll find something that will look cool. Okay, I can see. I asked about a meetup, and everyone that wants us to have a meetup, and there's only one guy who wants to meet us.
No, there's several people.
You have several?
Meetup took place in Oslo.
Yeah, that's the same guy. Maybe.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Oh, it's getting late. It's 9:10 here in Norway, and it's Saturday night, and we are 27 years old, so it's about party time soon. So we don't
we also gonna film a little more for our next film.
Yeah, we have 2 more videos coming really soon, so we need to film a little bit more, and you can probably guess one of the videos since we got it on the camera. It's between a GH4 and A7S. I hope the GH4 wins. Can I just ask you guys, if you were to cheer for one of the cameras in a competition, would it be GH4 or A7S? Which one is what's your favorite? Which one would you like to win a competition? I'm for GH4. He's for the Sony A7S.
For different reasons.
Yeah. Alejandra Diaz, bedtime Okay, bye bye. Sleep well. Hope you have a nice.
There's like a lot of people writing A7S and GH4.
Oh yeah, it's more A7S. I think people prefer.
I can't meet you. I'm in the US. You should invite us to the US. Just buy us tickets and we'll.
Yeah, it looks like most of the people like A7S or think that A7S will win.
But there's a lot of people that says GH4 as well.
Yeah, but you have to remember that I'm going to film with GH4 and he's going to film with the Sony A7S. So, you know, since...
Which one will win? I just want to say it's probably... I wouldn't say there's a winner, but it depends on what you're going to use it for.
Yeah.
Just so that's said.
Okay, so I think we only have a couple of minutes more. We just have to answer some last questions. Where are you from? We are from Norway.
Norge! That's Norway.
Yeah. I get your tickets to Dubai. That's great.
Do that.
Why are people preferring the A7S? Vegan watching. The A7S has really good low light capabilities. It's if you don't want to put up lights and care about or like think too much about getting noisy images, you can use the A7S. Yeah. That's a quick answer, I think.
Do you guys have Instagram? I have Instagram. Just search for my name, Eskild Fors. Eskild Fors.
Yeah. Rolling Films. Ever been to the Netherlands? I'm going there on Monday. Not this Monday, but the Monday after on the EBC event. I think it's EBC. It's the camera messe. What's that?
What would that be?
Yeah.
A convention? Film convention?
Yeah, film convention or something. They show all the new equipment in Amsterdam on not this Monday, but the Monday after. So if you are there, Rolling Films, send me an email and maybe we can meet. There's a lot of the questions coming in now. Afan Ali, is it okay to use cheap glide cam lookalike? It depends on how good it is, but I think, you know, I made my own glide cam with stuff at home, and it works perfectly. As long as it has the main gimbal, and it looks like it's how do you call it? Not breakable, or yeah. I think it's probably good. Just you have to use some time to balance it, so it's so when you buy it. If you don't think it's good enough in the beginning, you probably need to just adjust it a little bit more. It's Devya Naska, I'm at EBC as well. Oh, that's cool. I'm at, or you're going to be there? Because
it's probably going to be there.
Okay, so Davy, sorry. Maybe we'll see you. You're not going there, but maybe I'll see you. Rick Allen, as you start to wrap up, I support doing this again. Thanks, Rick. I really appreciate that comment. We should do this more often if you prefer that. It's a bit scary to do this live because we can see all the comments and people watching. I don't know how many people are watching, but there's a lot of comments, and we appreciate that. And yeah.
And if we screw up, we can't change it. But that's part of the experience.
Yeah, that's us. Okay, just the last questions now. Would you consider doing a crowdfunding campaign, Pedro Calisaya? And the thing is, we make YouTube videos for free, and we want to share it for free because we want to reach a lot of people. And it sounds a cliche, but we really enjoy your feedback, that you like, you get inspiration, and I think together we will inspire each other. Like this, I wouldn't have done this live Q&A if it wasn't for you guys. And since you are there, and you give us all the feedbacks. We really enjoy making movies. The negative thing is that we get older and we need more income, because you never know, suddenly there's a Eskild Junior popping up,
And you have bills to pay.
You need a really big house for all the camera equipment. And you need a
swimming pool.
So
you have to have one.
You have to earn more money, and YouTube won't give you that much money, even though we have a lot of views.
So if you're rich and watching us, just send us a couple of millions, and we'll make a film for you.
Yeah, that's no. But the thing is,
it's that easy.
I heard about crowdfunding pages like Kickstarter and what's it called, Indiegogo or something. And I've been actually thinking about it. So we'll see. We don't have that much time anymore to make YouTube videos, or we try.
But you can use it for a feature film, like your feature film.
Yeah.
It's worth a try, at least.
Yeah. So we'll see. But we hope if we can earn enough money making YouTube videos, we can, instead of going to the other work, we can use more time on YouTube.
Yeah.
And that would be like a
full-time YouTuber.
A dream. So send us your money. No, okay. 2 more questions and we have to stop. I know the composer is sitting over here, waiting for us to cuddle his hair. So Dan Lowe's Mackinwitz. Sorry, it's his name. He will send us a few million. Thank you. We will make the film for you.
A couple of good startup lenses for the A7S. I live. That's a pretty good question. Considering I just bought it, I actually have one lens, and just like I did with the Canon, I preferred an all-round lens, and I'm using it's a size 24 to 70. So you have a pretty good wide angle and a pretty good zoom. And as you can see, just like the camera, it's really small and compact. It has one downside, in that it's not that it only has f4, so it's not f2.8. But apart from that, if you ask me, you get pretty much everything you need in one lens, and it also has image stabilizer, and it has really good quality. Yeah. So it's kind of expensive, but if you ask me, it's worth it.
Yeah, that has been amazing, but I think we have to wrap up, or take a wrap, or it's a wrap or something. I don't know. It's a wrap, I think you have to say. We don't have the whole evening, unfortunately. We have to stop the live Q&A now. We appreciate all your questions, your comments, and I can promise you, I try to read as many comments and questions as possible when you send it an email on YouTube and stuff like that. But unfortunately, we don't have all. We are not able to answer all of them. But I would recommend you to go into our Facebook page, Andyax Productions, which is mine, and Fotofors, which is Eskild's, and ask questions there. And when we put up something, ask them in the comments, and we will most likely answer quite fast there. So we recommend doing that. And we also make new Q&As, probably soon, not to
as soon as possible.
As soon as possible. And if you give us a thumbs up on this video, we know that you like it, and we can make more. So thanks for that. Yeah. So what to say? Have you forgot anything?
I don't think so.
No. So
thanks for watching.
Thank you so much, and hopefully I am able to stop the live stream. As I mentioned, this is new for me. So I just hope I can press the right button. Let's see, where is it? It's okay. Bye bye. See you again soon. Okay, bye. No, what? Okay, bye bye.